Throughout history, some of the most brilliant minds have sought refuge not in crowds, but in solitude. Isaac Newton developed the foundations of calculus while retreating from the plague. Nikola Tesla famously walked for hours alone each day, cultivating ideas in silence. And Virginia Woolf wrote extensively about the need for a room of one's own. These are not anomalies. Modern psychological research is beginning to affirm what many of history's thinkers knew intuitively, that solitude is not a weakness, but a condition for depth. And highly intelligent individuals, more than others, are drawn to it. But why? Research published in the British Journal of Psychology found a notable pattern. Individuals with higher intelligence reported lower life satisfaction from frequent social interaction. While most people experience happiness through regular connection with others, those with higher cognitive capacity often find fulfillment elsewhere. This is not because they lack social ability. Rather, their social needs are structurally different. Casual encounters and surface-level conversations offer little value to minds oriented toward complexity, abstraction, and nuance. To such individuals, solitude provides a more suitable environment for meaning. For many, small talk serves a social function. It creates bonds and fosters a sense of community. But to the intellectually inclined, it often feels like a chore. Discussing the weather or weekend plans rarely provides the stimulation their minds crave. In contrast, deep exploration of ideas, internal inquiry, and philosophical contemplation offer far richer engagement. In solitude, they are free to pursue these without interruption. Their silence is not disinterest. It is an active space for intellectual immersion. Highly intelligent individuals often describe their minds as always on. Even in stillness, their brains are processing, comparing, questioning. This constant interactivity means they rarely feel bored when alone. On the contrary, solitude gives their thoughts room to expand and evolve. Social environments, by comparison, can become overwhelming, not because they dislike others, but because the external noise competes with the noise within. Thus, being alone is not a withdrawal from life. It is a way to harmonize with their internal tempo. Solitude also serves a psychological function. It offers a space to decompress emotionally, to examine one's thoughts without influence or interruption. For highly intelligent people, who often reflect deeply on their experiences, alone time is essential for maintaining emotional clarity and self-understanding. Crowded or overstimulating environments can cloud this self-reflection. Solitude restores it. The desire to live in accordance with one's beliefs, especially those formed through deep study or reasoning, is strong among intellectually advanced individuals. Group settings often introduce pressures of conformity, whether social, ideological, or behavioral. Solitude protects the inner world from this erosion. It allows for the careful integration of new information, measured against existing knowledge and values, free from external interference. In this sense, being alone is not isolation, but a method of intellectual self-preservation. It is no coincidence that many creative breakthroughs occur in solitude. The act of innovation, whether in science, art, or philosophy, requires not only knowledge, but space for divergent thinking. Crowded rooms rarely yield radical ideas. In solitude, patterns become clearer. Thoughts once fragmented begin to form coherent wholes. The mental landscape becomes fertile for synthesis, for insight, for originality. Solitude, in this regard, becomes a creative laboratory. Another reason highly intelligent people seek solitude is because they often feel psychologically out of step with the world around them. Their interests may fall outside of mainstream culture. Quantum physics, metaphysics, classical literature, or historical theory. These are not easily discussed over coffee or in office small talk. Rather than diluting their passions to fit the norm, they prefer to cultivate them in private. They are not trying to fit in, they are trying to remain true to themselves. Importantly, intelligent individuals are not inherently antisocial. They are selectively social. They tend to form fewer, but more meaningful relationships built on shared curiosity, depth of conversation, and mutual respect. They are not uninterested in others. They are uninterested in the superficial. Many studies suggest that highly intelligent individuals are more sensitive to their environment, light, sound, and social stimulation. Group settings can easily become overstimulating, draining cognitive energy that could otherwise be directed toward learning, problem-solving, or creation. Solitude, by contrast, offers an ideal sensory environment, quiet, focused, and stable. Perhaps most importantly, solitude gives intelligent individuals the opportunity to pursue what truly matters to them: personal growth, intellectual development, and meaningful work. It is within this quiet space that they read, learn, write, build, imagine, and reflect. While others may seek happiness through belonging, intelligent individuals often find it through becoming. In a world that often mistakes solitude for sadness, we must remember, some walk alone not because they are lost, but because they are following a path only they can see. Solitude is not the absence of connection, it is the presence of depth. And for the highly intelligent, it is not just a preference, it is a necessity. Now we'd love to hear from you. Do you find solitude energizing or isolating? And why? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video thought-provoking, leave a like to support this kind of content. And if you're drawn to philosophy, psychology, and the deeper layers of the human mind, subscribe and join us on the inward path. Until next time, stay curious and stay reflective.